Welcome back, dear listeners, to another episode of Erin is the Funny One. I, of course, am your co-host, Jack Douglas. Joining me, as always...
Well, not as always, because I'm actually new here. Erin wasn't feeling very funny this week, so I am standing in her place. My name is Ernie Breslin, and I am here as the guest co-host this week, and I am so happy to be here.
I didn't know we were doing those already. All right, our first guest co-host.
Hey, when nature calls.
Welcome, Ernie.
Thank you.
Breslin.
Jack Film.
What are your expectations of this podcast today, Ernie?
Actually, the bar is set pretty low.
Good.
I don't have a whole lot of expectations for you. Erin did leave me a note that laid out some of the things that I should expect, and there was only one thing, and that was don't expect a lot. So...
Erin nailed that, by the way. She is right on the money there.
She usually is.
Well, Ernie, good to have you.
Thank you.
Now, I have a few things I want to discuss today with you, but first, as always, I think we should discuss the wine we're having, as we have yet another new bottle of wine.
You know, I did hear that this was a thing that you guys did, the wine of the week.
Yes, the wine of the week. And let me tell you, Ernie, about this wine of the week. This week, we have a lovely Pinot Gris.
I think it's just Gris. I think it's French.
I'm terrible at
like
this.
So, like the way that the T is silent in Pinot, the S I think is. I think you only pronounce the S if it's followed by another word.
Oh, that's interesting.
French does that, where they put S on like the end of words, but like you only pronounce the S if it's then followed by another word. I think like Les Miserables.
Oh my God, yes.
But like you'd say Les Miserables, like whatever. Whatever.
Miserable.
You would pronounce the S if it were followed by another word, I think.
So this is simply Pinot Gris.
Pinot Gris.
Well, it's delightful. It is a white wine for those who are curious.
It is white. It's a 2020 Pinot Gris. Again, great year.
Well.
And Jack Film, how much does a Pinot Gris from 2020 from J Vineyards and Winery? How much does that how much would that put a how much what
Jeez, let me save you. My God, let me throw you a lifeboat.
You want to throw me a lifeboat?
A whole boat, yeah. A raft's not going to cut it. Let me throw you a lifesaver here, hon. This bottle will set you back quite a bit. This is one of our pricier bottles, dear listeners. I think this will set you back a cool 13 Washingtons.
I think, is Washington on the $1 bill?
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
Is he?
Who'd you think?
I don't know. I guess I never paid attention. I don't know. Well, like, it makes sense because, like, Washington is, like, the first. So, like, number one.
Yeah.
But also, like, Washington is, like, the first. So you'd think he'd be on, like, a more important one. Like, 100?
Pop quiz hotshot. Who's on the penny?
Lincoln.
Who's on the nickel?
Dude, I haven't held change in, like, 2 years. I literally haven't used actual cash in a year and a half. I can't even think... Benjamin Franklin? What? Is it right?
It's not right.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Is it Thomas Jefferson?
I believe the correct answer is Thomas Jefferson.
Wait, you don't even know?
I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure it's Thomas Jefferson on the nickel.
Who's on the dime?
Who's on the dime?
There's no way to know. There's no way to know. Nobody will ever be able to know who's on the dime. I don't know. I think it's Washington again. Is Washington on the dime?
It's not Washington.
Wait, who's on the nickel? Did we ever confirm?
Who did you say was on the nickel? Which one?
Jefferson.
Jefferson's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay, dime. There's a person on the dime?
There is a person on the dime, and to be fair,
James Madison.
would not have gotten it right. It's not James Madison. Someone a bit more recent than Madison.
Kennedy.
Same century.
For real?
Yes.
The dime.
A little earlier than Kennedy, but same century.
FDR.
FDR?
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, I would never, nope. Never have I ever known that side face, now that you're showing me a picture of what a dime is, I had no idea that was FDR. I bet you,
Honestly,
you know who
I
would
didn't
know
know.
though? Erin would know.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You're going to fall back to that throughout this episode, aren't you? Who's on the quarter?
Ben Franklin.
Wait, close.
Do you even know? You don't
Yes,
even know.
I do.
Is it Thomas Jefferson again?
It's no, he's not on two different coins. He's a big one. Everyone knows this one.
Washington?
Washington.
No! See, this is what I mean.
Yes.
They have duplicates. They've got duplicates, and it's confusing. We need a broader diversification of our historical leaders on currency, okay? That's why you got me all tripped up, because I'm trying to diversify.
Oh, look at you being so progressive.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I'm trying
you know
to
what,
think
Ernie?
about
You're a ledge.
You know?
You're a real ledge.
I'm just trying to think about how we could be doing it better.
Who's on the $5 bill?
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, okay. I'll cut you there. I'm sorry. Oh, I wonder how many listeners are just fuming right now.
Honestly, is this stuff people know? Susan B. Anthony. I have no idea. Sadie Hawkins.
She's on the $5 bill.
Sadie Hawkins. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I don't know.
She's on the 20. Yeah.
QE2.
QE2. She's on the 50, actually.
Okay.
They just moved her.
She deserves it.
All right. So wine of the week. Oh, I just blacked out for a second. J Vineyards and Winery. They have a lovely Pinot Gris.
Where is it from, Jack?
It's from J Vineyards and Winery.
It's from California.
It's from California.
Allegedly.
One of the top 50 states in our nation.
We're hitting at the bottom 50 right now, actually. If you think about it. You know what I mean?
I ain't touching that one. Good. Anywho, it's a lovely wine. It was, even though this is my episode this week, my selfish wife chose the wine.
But I picked it
I
because
wanted a Sauv Blanc, but that's fine.
it's J Vineyards and Winery. I picked it just for you.
Oh, because of the J?
Because of the J.
Shit, that's actually really thoughtful. Thanks, sweetheart.
Gosh.
I'm sorry, Ernie.
Wow. Pearls before swine, I guess.
Listen, I know I'm married to my wife, Erin, but Ernie,
Yes.
do you want to go out sometime?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Gross. This is gross.
So that's wine of the week.
Yay.
Hold on, I'm stalling to get to the next segment. So here's the deal. I have stuff planned for this podcast. Before we get to the meat of the podcast, I have more podcast reviews.
Oh my gosh. Wait, really?
Yes.
More people. Did my dad leave a review? My dad told me he was going to try to figure out how to leave a review. And so now every time we record, I literally think to myself, what is my dad going to think about what I'm saying right now?
Sure. That's got to be a fun voice in your head.
It is. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's super cool.
Very chill.
But my dad
yeah.
is an Android user. Boo.
I will not boo that.
But like,
As
so
a fellow
he
Android user.
obviously can't leave written
Reviews on Apple Podcasts.
But he said he was going to try to figure it out.
Okay. Well, I applaud that gumption. But I have reviews that,
So wait, are they not for my dad?
well, we'll find out. Maybe.
Okay.
In no order. These are reviews left by people on Apple Podcasts for our podcast. Erin is the funny one.
Love that.
5 stars.
Great. Yes.
Had my attention from the get-go.
Woo.
Entertaining from both Erin and her weird cousin.
Oh.
That's great. Thank you.
Shit.
Thank you, Monkey Man 38. Lovingly written.
Monkey Man 38. Thank you so much. My weird cousin needed more hobbies, and I promised that I promised his mom that I would try to get him more involved in like activities and stuff, and here we are. So thank you for listening.
My
Thank
mom,
you for,
your aunt.
That's right.
Because of cousins.
That's right. Exactly.
5 stars. Very good. These 2 girl bosses are awesome.
Okay. Not sure how I feel about that. Just because, once again.
You don't want to be a girl boss?
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a girl boss.
Hell no, I'm one, allegedly.
But like, I'm going to try to gatekeep you from taking credit for being a girl boss because you're not a girl boss.
Well, don't do that.
I feel like you're trying to invalidate the wage gap. Okay.
Listeners, she's trying to take away my girl boss card.
I'm trying to gatekeep it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get a girl boss card. I'm not sure you're deserving of the girl boss card.
I will say you girl bosses love to gaslight and gatekeep, so that's very on par with you.
You know, I did see a TikTok today about a gatekeeping girl boss.
You did. You showed me it today. All right, next up. Next review. Oh, this is good. 5 stars. Written by Golden Girls Official.
Yes.
Subject, this is your fault. This podcast is rated explicit, so mom won't let me listen. Not cool, John Cinema. 0 out of 10.
Oh.
But you already gave us the 5 stars, so we're going to take those stars. Thank you very much.
Once again, yeah, we talk about super explicit things here.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean we should be rated explicit, you know? It's just not fair sometimes. Like, why can't I talk about super explicit things without being rated explicit?
It's a good point.
Gosh.
This podcast is rated E for this
Erin.
No.
Ernie. It's rated E for
It's
Ernie.
rated E for Ernie. Damn it.
Wait, it's rated E for Ernie body.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody liked that pun.
Everybody loved it.
Mm-mm.
The crowds, they're cheering right now.
There are no crowds.
They're
There is
cheering.
no cheering.
Do you hear it? That's deafening. How
You're
how
delusional.
loud they're clapping right now.
I will not be lied to on my podcast.
Ugh.
Next review, 5 stars. Great podcast, but very horny. I like the show, but the girl host did a Princess Toadstool voice, which is my kink. So instead of getting to listen to cool people give advice, I just got indescribably horny.
This is why you can't say the H word. This is why we're rated E for Ernie. Okay.
No, it's because of the disgusting subject matter that you keep bringing up. You're always like, let's go back to our sex positive chat.
Stop saying the S word. Stop it.
That's you.
Stop it.
Classic
you. Saying
you.
the S word and the H word.
Get your filth off of my show.
God, my prude ass is like shriveled up right now, okay?
You're making it worse. Next up, 5 stars. Subject, honka honka awooga.
Wonder where they learned that from.
Tips Fedora. Now this is a stellar podcast, milady.
Oh my God. What have you done to the audience?
Gotta say, I fucking love any of that neckbeard shit. I love that. I eat it up. It's hilarious to me still. Ugh. More.
Spoken like a real male wife.
That's right. Hell yeah. Is male wife the new neckbeard? Is that what we're saying?
Maybe.
I'm down for that.
I don't subscribe to it, but whatever.
5 stars. This podcast has helped me blossom from a girl boss into a woman CEO.
Oh, I love that. You've made it out of middle management. That's every woman's dream.
It really is.
Congratulations. Now you get to delegate every single piece of work that you do, and you don't actually have to do any work at all. You have already paid your dues, and now you get paid to sit there and just read Reddit and Twitter and Facebook all day long for many dollars more than any of your delegates work for. Congratulations. But
Honey,
guess what?
honey,
You're
be
still
careful.
making at least 10% less than the guy that's doing it. So
Honey, be careful. You almost fell off your soapbox there.
it's slippery sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the 1-star reviews?
They're coming.
I want to read some 1-star reviews. I want
We
to
have
hear.
a few.
Tell me that they say, never mind.
We have a few. 5 stars. Who is Erin, and why is she supposed to be funny?
That's a really good question.
I'm with you, dude.
I know. She couldn't even show up to work today. Like, she called in sick. She's only been here a month. Like, what the hell?
Pathetic.
I'm not even sure she's all
Lazy.
that funny, you know?
I never thought so.
No, I don't think anybody did, but nobody
The
wants
word
to
is
tell.
overrated.
Yeah, overrated. That's for sure. It's for sure.
Next up, 5 stars. Far better than waterboarding.
Thank you. I've never been waterboarded,
No?
but like, I'm going to take that as a compliment because,
I don't know if you should.
like,
I think that's a very low bar, even for us.
it sounds better than that. So that's good.
You know what? You're right. Let's take the compliment.
Yeah.
Have a few more reviews. Okay, here we go. 5 stars. Really like your show, but offended. Very offended by Erin's pronunciation of Mario in episode 3,
Excuse you.
13 minutes, 38 seconds. Otherwise, great show.
No, excuse you.
How do you say it? How do you say it?
Okay. I have a story to tell.
It's a me who?
Okay. Mario.
Nope.
Yes. All right. So first off,
not
I'm
it.
originally from Philadelphia. And
Like that fucking matters.
it does because get this. I think it's a Northeast thing and it's not unilateral across the board. However, 2 years ago, I was in Miami with a girlfriend of mine and we went out to dinner and our waiter's name was Mario and he was from New Jersey and he came up to us and he introduced himself as our waiter and he said, "Hi, my name is Mario. I'm going to be your waiter tonight." And I was like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make this weird. but how did you just say your name? What did you say your name was? And he was like, my name is Mario. And I was like, it's funny. Everybody always gets on my case about how I say Mario. Where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm from Philadelphia. I say Mario. He's like, yeah, I say Mario. It's my name. That's how my name's pronounced. And so here we go. Also, let's go back to the Nintendo commercial with Kim Cattrall, who plays Samantha in Sex and the City. And she tried to do like this weird, sexy
stupid
Nintendo commercial where she literally says in the commercial, paid by Nintendo.
Sure.
Mario. She says Mario in the commercial. Thus, Nintendo did not have a problem with how Mario was pronounced. And this soapbox is not that fucking slippery, okay? Mario can be pronounced Mario, the way I'm pronouncing it, or the wrong way that you guys are all pronouncing it, but it's not illegitimate just because I say Mario. And I've met a Mario in real life that also pronounces it Mario, and it's his name, and it's Mario. And Nintendo literally paid an actress to be a commercial person for them, and she pronounced it Mario. And that is my proof. Thank you. Good day, sir.
Couple of things. One,
Yes.
I'm very happy to say that like none of your opinions matter because you're Ernie and not Erin, so that's cool. Two, every goddamn time when you boot up Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64, what does the game greet you with? I'll tell you.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No.
It's the voice actor saying,
No.
"It's a me, Mario."
See, you hear Mario, and I hear Mario.
Don't make it
So
two
it's
different
like,
things.
do you hear brainstorm? Or do you hear green needle? Okay?
It's not the same
But
thing.
yeah, it's the
not
same thing. You say Mario. And I'm like, no, I hear Mario. He says Mario.
You're taking accounts from
Mario.
a dude from Jersey and a Sex and the City actress.
What's wrong? His
instead
name,
of like actual Italians.
The quote unquote dude from Jersey, his name was Mario. Okay? So I think he knows how to pronounce his own name.
You know who
it's
else
his
probably does?
name. Stop trying to take things that are theirs out of their hands and tell them how they're pronouncing their own names.
You know who else?
It's like, how many times have people not known how to spell Erin? And it's like, oh, if I just took their advice on how to spell my own name, maybe, come on.
I'm trusting the voice actor who's played him for like 30 years. That's just me. Anywho.
Well, why would Nintendo pay an actress and then let the commercial air if they weren't okay with the pronunciation of Mario? Why, Jack? Why?
That was
Why?
a huge
Do you think Mr.
oversight
do you
on
think that?
Nintendo's
Do you
part.
think that like Clorox or whoever the fuck owns Mr. Clean, would they let an actor go on and be like Mr. Clean? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't let them mispronounce the name if it weren't the way it's pronounced. They're allowing for multiple pronunciations of Mario.
It's funny. I had a show planned today, but
Well,
I don't think we'll have time.
okay, whoever this reviewer is need to be more open-minded about how some people just say different words differently, okay?
Okay. I am going to make the executive decision to move on. We'll circle back to this later. I have just a couple more reviews. For example, 5 stars. Horrid. Permanently blind and deaf from watching Jack's films, so I hope I pressed no stars.
You know what's weird?
I hate to tell you, you didn't.
Oh, yeah. No, you didn't. But thanks for the 5 stars.
Thank you.
I'm semi-grateful you're blind and deaf because you accidentally pressed the 5 stars. But also, you can relate with this person because you also suffer from face blindness.
That I do.
And the test results from last week were inconclusive on the taste blindness. And
They
the
weren't
smell
inconclusive. They were
no
proven.
Well, okay.
I have great taste.
You can't take one study and assume that it's universal.
You can in this case.
No.
I nailed that quiz.
No.
Nailed it.
I can't wait to feed you a bunch of vegetables and see if you can determine which vegetables are which.
So insulting. I know my vegetables.
No.
I'm a big old green vegetable boy.
I bet you I could feed you a banana and you would be like, is this an avocado?
That is so insulting. I am the world's #1 fan of bananas. So to assume otherwise hurts me, Ernie.
No.
I know you don't know me like my wife does, but still hurtful. I'm got another review for you. Here you go. 3 out of 5 stars. Very disappointing.
3?
Yeah, here's why. Says Mario instead of Mario.
Stop it! Stop it! I've already proven my points here.
Get fucked.
Okay, I need a coalition. Guys, we have to rise up. If you say Mario like I say Mario, we need to band together here. And we need to make sure...
Yeah, move to an island.
No. We need to make sure that there is
We don't want you.
There is awareness. Hell, oh my gosh. If you know a Mario that pronounces his name Mario, because I don't...
They
gosh,
don't exist.
I wish I... No, I met him. He's in Miami.
Oh, he was trolling you, babe.
He's in Miami, okay? I
He
met
was
him.
lying.
And we need to find all of the Marios, and we need to find the people that say Mario and know people that call themselves Mario that are named Mario. And we need to do something about this. We need to raise awareness and let everybody know that it's okay and it's right and it's just as appropriate as the other pronunciation, which shall not be named.
I forgot to mention this reviewer's name is Talking Dog Lover.
Why would you give us 3 stars? Because you know that we're going to invest in If Dogs Could Talk. We're working on the prototype
on it.
right now.
It's a lot of lab research is being done right now. Honey, I have 2 more reviews for you.
Okay.
5 stars. Very fun, very good, yes. Erin is the funny one, but Jack is the silly one. They're like Garfield and Odie, or whoever the funny one on the show Alf is, and Alf. Fuck. That hurts.
Wait.
That hurts so good.
Dude, Alf is like from the 90s. Like the
80s.
Like, Alf is old.
Yeah. I'm actually curious about like the demo. Like that's kind of cool. Not a lot of Zoomers are familiar with Alf. And honestly, growing up as a kid, never watched a
never watched Alf?
episode of Alf.
Shut up.
I get his thing. Like, he eats cats. He talks like this. He's an alien. But I know more about the woes behind the scenes of the whole puppetry thing. Apparently, all the actors fucking hated the layout of the show because they kept like falling into these potholes because the puppeteer was in the floorboards. But I've never watched a single episode of Alf.
You've never seen Alf?
Never ever.
What?
Putting a finger down.
I have like a very clear memory of there being a scene with Alf popping out through a kitchen window into like the driveway or something.
Did you watch it on Nick at Night? Was it a Nick at Night show?
No, it was on as a kid. I used to watch a lot of Nick at Night. I was a weird little
old.
kid.
Wow.
I know, I was a weird little kid. I used to like love, oh my God, I was obsessed with I Love Lucy.
Oh, yeah. I watched more I Love Lucy than Alf.
Yeah. I loved I Love Lucy, Bewitched.
Same.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like into all of those like, but no, Alf was like,
You watched it in syndication, I guess?
I don't
know.
know. I guess it was like, it definitely wasn't like a Nick at Night thing. I was like little, but yeah.
Can't relate.
But Alf, can we get an Alf? That would be so funny, wouldn't it?
What does that mean? Can we get an Alf?
Like
a puppet?
No, like a little alien that comes and lives with us.
We have 3 aliens
that
that
eats
live with
cats
us.
and like, but like this one talks back. We're still working on the prototype for like the If Dogs Could Talk.
I do hate cats.
So like we could. Apparently that's like a thing people like are using. I hate cats as like a personality type or something.
Oh, I don't mean to do that because like I know that's quickly a pitfall. It's like shit. Now I'm like in the same people that like use office quotes or horoscopes or people who don't like something that's a personality. No. I don't mean to do that.
You love horoscopes though.
That's true. Oh no, fuck. What have I done? Shit. Schrodinger's cat. Something. I have one last review.
The cat was eaten by Alf.
Fuck you.
Schrodinger's cat. That's the whole riddle, is that Alf was around, and it's like, we know the cat is dead, because the cat's...
More like Schrodinger's sandwich. I can't do the Alf voice. We need Brock on here. Brock can do the Alf voice. I can't.
Oh, we should.
You know what I mean?
Brock on
He actually
here.
can. He can do it very well. No surprise there. Final review. 5 stars. Subject, I'm in love with Erin. Body, I'm in love with Erin.
Oh, I thought you were saying like body, like Erin's body, like yay.
They could be. They could be.
I'm looking for
I just mean the body of text.
what's the username?
The username is Brel A.
Did they leave their phone number?
They did.
They did?
Yeah. And their social security number and their credit card.
Did they
number,
leave their
address.
address or email?
All of the above, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're going to wrap this up soon, right?
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
worry. Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, don't
I
worry.
just want to make sure. Yeah. Thanks, bro. I'll be in touch.
So those are our podcast reviews. Thank you very much, everyone, for your reviews. If you want to leave your review, leave it on Apple Podcasts. That's where we see them.
If your name is Mario and you pronounce it like Mario, please, please, please leave a review. Let me know or tweet at me. I'm at the number 2 toes up on Twitter.
2 toes up.
We need to connect.
Yes, all 3 of you that say Mario
No.
like that,
There's
like an alien. That's how Alf would say it. Idiots. All right. Honey.
Alf is such a niche.
Yeah, it really is it's very niche. It's very small. But I love it. Let's make Alf the next running gag.
We should
Bring
create,
Alf back.
We should create a poll. We're bringing him back.
I love it.
I want him as a live-in roommate.
Let's do it. Let's hire a fucking puppeteer.
Wait, no, he's a real alien.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to destroy the illusion. He's
Yeah,
a real alien. We'll
You're
hire
killing
him.
this for me.
We'll buy a lot of cats. We'll have a little cat farm so that Alf can be sustained. And there you go. Honey,
Yes.
it is time to move on
Okay.
to the meat of today's podcast.
Oh?
This is something we've long been teasing, pretty much since the advent of this podcast.
Oh?
It's time to move on to a little segment I call
If dogs could talk.
If Dogs Could Talk.
It's happening.
That was a real Lucille Blue thing. It's Jean Parmesan. Yeah. That's pretty much, you just fucking Jean Parmesaned us. Yes, it is time for If Dogs Could Talk.
Really?
If Dogs Could Talk. So here's how this segment's going to go. I'm going to give you a scenario, a common scenario with dogs. You have to tell me if they could talk, what would they say? And then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Sound good?
Wait, is it like any dog or is it like our dogs?
Any dog. No,
Any dog?
It's much more fun if it's more applicable to dogs in general.
Okay.
If dogs could talk,
No.
what would they say when they look at you while they poop? Now you have infinite time to guess. I will tell you if you're correct or incorrect. And I'll also weigh in.
I think that if dogs
Could talk.
if dogs could talk, they would say while they poop,
Mm-hmm.
man, this would be so much cooler if I didn't have to use my front hand so that I could watch TikTok videos.
Oh.
That's what they would say.
You think they get bored when they poop?
I think they get bored when they poop.
But why do they look at you? Are they trying to tell us that?
It's the same way we look at our phones when we poop.
They just have to look at something.
They have to look at something, and it has to be like moving and like
Oh, I love that.
entertaining in some way. Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Yeah, I went to 6 years of veterinary school, so
Is that right? Wow.
Well, it was
Wow, the things I don't know about you, Ernie.
it was a veterinary hypnosis psychology
Oh,
school. So
Sounds expansive.
yeah, I can read minds of animals. I can read their minds, and
I hope you make a TikTok about that very thing.
oh, I have a whole TikTok account all about it.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the kind of thing that you stitch with, tell me something that nobody believes, but you know, like that kind of bullshit. We've seen that. I bring this up because Erin and I have seen like TikToks where it's like the opening is like, tell me something that makes you sound crazy, but you know it's true. Or like that nobody believes you, but you know it's real. And then people like go off the deep end saying like, I know other people's thoughts. I know what they're and it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, absolutely not.
First off, had no idea that you actually paid attention when I showed you TikToks.
Sure I do. Yeah. I have to. I mean, I do it. I hope you know I do enjoy them sometimes. Sometimes TikTok is hella cringe, or it's just people freebooting. It's people like literally pointing up with a very like smug, like, can you believe this look on their face while they like play someone else's video. Hate that. So lazy. TikTok right now is the wild west of online media. And hopefully, you know, the corporations rein it in and maybe things get a bit more regulated. But right now you can just,
they won't.
They absolutely will.
No, they won't.
Because this is what people did on YouTube too. And then they kind of cracked down on freebooting for the most part on YouTube. The same thing's going to happen at TikTok. No. Anywho, I digress.
No.
I'm talking about Alf. Talking about how we're going to get an Alf alien.
Wait, do you think Alf used to look at his people, his not his parents, but do you think Alf used to
look at... That is the funniest image. him just like staring. But he's making like some fucking wisecrack while he does it, because like in that voice. Man, oh man. Like, yeah, something like that. Like he needs an audience. He needs an audience because he's a comedian at heart. So he has to like play to someone.
Every single person listening to this, they're like, "Who the fuck is Alf?"
Oh, I hope so. That'd be amazing.
Imagine like E.T. with a longer, like if we just took E.T.'s face and we elongated it with a nose, that's Alf. But
not at all. What a horrible description. What? You just did E.T. and Alf a huge disservice with that.
How? Describe Alf, please.
Easy.
How?
He's like a furry anteater looking guy with like a pig snout. Boom.
Yeah, you elongate E.T.'s face.
Don't stop.
They're both brown.
Is E.T. furry?
No.
Does Alf have a long ass neck?
No, because every time you elongate E.T.'s nose, his neck shrinks.
Oh, well, you didn't say that, Ernie.
So, like, if you pull on the nose, the neck goes shorter.
Stupidest fucking
So
tangent.
you just, like, you trade the neck for the nose.
God, if only we had more wine. Okay. All right. So, before I tell you if you're right or wrong, let me say that I think scientifically the reason dogs...
Scientologically.
Don't. Absolutely not.
Yes.
Don't you Dianetics us.
I see Thetans in your future.
Disgusting. Don't. Are you an OT8? You idiot. Scientifically, I think the consensus is dogs actually do look at you while they poop for protection. They want you to look at their surroundings so that they feel protected while they're at their most vulnerable state, pooping.
Which is without TikToks. Like they're
they're without their paws browsing TikTok. Commenting hateful things about their appearance. Yeah. Like dogs do. Or would do if they could, you know what I'm saying? That's my kink, just like leaving the nastiest comments on TikTok.
Same.
Okay, so honey, your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is, this is what dogs would say. If dogs could talk, here's what they would say while they look at you when they poop. Why are you staring at me? Kind of cringe, not gonna lie.
Oh.
That's what they would say.
I would just turn it back on them. Why are you staring at me? Kind of cringe, not gonna lie.
No, because they're checking to make sure you're not looking. They have to look at you to know that you're not looking at them.
But they were looking at me. I didn't start looking until they looked at me.
No, they're in the right. You're in the wrong.
No.
You yield to them, not vice versa.
No. I would trade every dog that I have for an Alf. Every single one. 3 Alfs, I'm in. Let's go.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I'm in.
I do not consent to this.
I do. We would no longer have a rat problem in the backyard, probably.
Oh, rats? More like appetizers. I fucking sound like Snagglepuss. Stage left even, I'm Alf. That's what he would say. Hey, let's reboot. Hey, what Alf?
I've seen an episode of Alf, and yet you seem to be an expert on Alf.
We need to reboot. I will reboot Alf without having watched a single episode. I think we need more of that. We need people to reboot shows that they've never seen a single episode of. I think that's the future. I think that's the way. That's the American way. I want to do that. That's the future I want for my kids. Fuck it. I'm rebooting Alf. I'll be like, this is what I think Alf should be. An iPad? What is this? Can I download cats on it and eat them? Like, I got it. I got Elf. I've nailed Elf.
Oh my god.
It took me 10 seconds. Never seen an episode.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Okay. Well, back to If Dogs Could Talk. Honey,
Yes.
this is serious, all right?
Okay.
If dogs could talk, what would they say when they first see you when you come home from work? So obviously, they're barking, their energy's up. If they could speak your language, what would they actually be saying to you when you come home from work?
Okay, so we're going to go back to pre-pandemic times, PANDEMIC.
Why are we spelling it out?
Because
like
we
it's spelling
can't
bee?
say it because we're E for Erin.
Oh, right.
If we're going back to when I was going out of the house to go to work, they would say, "How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely
Oh my God.
disgusted. Your father's now facing an inquiry into work, and it's entirely your fault."
Listeners, a little explanation, a little context here. Erin is weirdly obsessed and knowledgeable about and of the second Harry Potter film, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. She knows that film front to back better than anyone else, probably better than the actors in it. It's really weird. She can quote that movie from start to finish. And that's what that was from. In case you're like, wait, what is she doing? Which is so weird because it's the worst Harry Potter movie of the 8.
Stop it.
It's not good.
You're not good. How dare you
3
steal
is-
that car? I am absolutely disgusted.
God damn it. 3 is good.
No, 3 was the worst.
5 and 6 are good.
No. 3 was a jarring experience.
good.
No, a vast differential that we were not prepared for between
Oh,
one,
look at you using words like
2,
differential.
and then 3, where the style was different, the campus
Check
was
out the
different.
brains on Ernie.
It was all wrong. I don't know if they tried to distract us by like, maybe you won't notice it's a different Dumbledore if we just change everything
Oh, you mean the
else.
good Dumbledore?
No.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
stop it. Don't you dare. You know that the character Dumbledore that was written about in the books is way more accurate to the Richard Harris character that may he rest passed after the second movie. You know that that's way more accurate. And don't you even get me started.
The actor brought his own taste to it. He did not read the books, and I respect that.
That means that's like me showing up to work and just like talking about like nonsense all day and being like, you know what?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It is. It's the same. It's like, hey,
You don't
this
service
is
the
what-
book, you service a script.
No,
There's a difference.
No. You
Yes.
have to stay true to both storylines.
That's not a responsibility. It's not a requirement at all.
So you're telling me that if I go to work, I don't actually have to like prepare for it? I can just like show up.
Apples
and
and oranges, not the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Some film adaptations exceed the book. For example,
That's on them. It's like literally 75% of 12-year-olds have read that book, and you couldn't bother to pick up the book and just read a 200-page fantasy novel? Really? You couldn't even be bothered to read that book. Study for the mother test by reading the mother book. Are you kidding me?
film and literature are two entirely different mediums. The second Dumbledore actor wanted to service the film medium. He's a stage actor.
Doesn't matter. He should have at least done his homework to at least know, okay, so this is what I'm being written
It's
for.
only homework if it's required.
Okay, if I'm getting paid millions of dollars to do something, I'm just going to do the bare minimum? Is that what capitalism has turned into?
He didn't do the bare minimum. He acted the shit out of those movies.
Too much so. Too much so. So much so that he didn't even stay true to the motherfucking character. I knew right away. I was like, I hated the third movie, and every movie thereafter, I was like, I still haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies because I was so insulted by what they had done with the story itself.
Listen, God rest his soul. The first Dumbledore was too sleepy for my taste. The second Dumbledore brought in much needed life and energy
Listen.
to the part.
Listen. Dumbledore isn't sleepy because he's the
I
most
agree.
magical you've ever met, okay? He is not sleepy. He is calm. He is confident in his calmness. He doesn't need to be ostentatious or anything bigger than what he is because he is already so sure of his talents and who he is. He has this underlying quiet confidence that he doesn't need to be this blah, 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 blah. He doesn't need to be that because he's not that. He knows he's the baddest mother in all the land. He doesn't need to go out of his way to be anything other than what he is, okay? We don't need a big, bold, loud, yelling Dumbledore to be Dumbledore. That's what makes Dumbledore the badass that he is that he can sit quiet in the corner and he's gonna you up all day, every day. That's what makes him so magical.
So if dogs could talk, what when you first come home from work, what would they say? What was your answer? All I remember is just you screaming about the wrong Dumbledore for 10 minutes.
How dare you steal
That's right. I was stealing car. Right. They're right. Thank you. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. Yes, it was about how angry they would be for stealing the car. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Let me tell you how right or wrong you are. You are incorrect. The correct answer, the thing that dogs would say when you come home from work is, "Hey, did you see that huge shit I took earlier? Pretty cool."
Oh my. Of course I saw it. You were staring right at me. We were making eye contact the entire time, remember?
Yeah, but did you see it?
You told me it was cringe that we were making eye contact, but now you want me to have looked at it?
That was years ago.
What the fuck? Make up your mind.
Oh, come on. You know dogs are fickle. They're high energy. Like
this
the good
test
Dumbledore.
is rigged. This is rigged.
I got another question for you.
I want a recount.
Hey, honey.
What?
If,
yes.
If dogs could talk, what would they say when they bark at noises outside? When they think it's the mailman or a squirrel, like when they're inside the house and they're barking at noises from outside the house or home or wherever, what would they say? What are they saying?
Hey, you, come here. I think I want to be your friend, but I also might bite you. But come here. I won't be able to tell until you come here. Come here. I'm picturing Sunday right now. Like, I think Sunday literally doesn't know, do I want to be your friend or do I want to bite you?
Yeah.
I think she wants to do both, but she doesn't know because she's a confused little pup.
She's very confused.
She's a fucking Sagittarius. What do you expect, you know?
Listeners, our middle dog, Sunday,
Aww.
is easily the dumbest of our three dogs.
Aww.
And I know I sound like a weird dog person when I say they have different personalities.
No, they do, though.
They really do, though. I don't know how else to say it. Sunday is dumb as a brick.
She's a personality disorder.
Just a few.
She can't help it.
But I like that answer. That's a good answer. So
That's-
your answer is a mix of both. Like, come here. I want to be your friend. Also, I don't know if I like you or trust you. I need you to come here closer. I need you to approach me.
I think I want to bite you, but also might want to be your friend, but also want to bite you, but also might want to be your friend. But I think I'll bite you first, and then we might be friends, but I have to bite you first. Figure it out.
Honey,
Yes?
you are correct.
Really?
That's the correct answer.
That's the correct ansor?
Verbatim.
Is that what the prototype said?
That's what the ALF prototype said. That's right.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I'll be your friend as long as you're a big, meaty cat. What's Tinder? Is that where all the cats are? If so, let me log on. I can't wait for the reboot of ALF. It's going to just take television by storm. It's not going to be cringe at all. It's going to be so cool. It's still going to be a puppet. It's still going to look like a show from 1980 whatever. But he's just going to make really cool iPad and Tinder references.
If you don't know Alf, you will not like this episode.
Oh, honey, they tuned out half an hour ago. All right, one last question. I got one final dog question for you and our listeners. And feel free to chime in, listeners, honestly. If you want to tweet your answers to any of our questions from the show, feel free to tweet them at us with the hashtag EITFO, standing for Erin is the funny one.
I don't really go on Instagram anymore, but I am active on TikTok and I am active on Twitter. More active on TikTok than I am Twitter, for sure.
Oh, well, feel free to do the same thing on TikTok. If you want to do the same thing on TikTok, just include the hashtag EITFO.
Yes, please.
We're serving up a lot of hot takes and questions here. Speaking of questions, I have one more dog question for you. Erin.
Yes.
If dogs could talk,
yes,
what would they say when they sniff other dogs on a walk or in a park while they're sniffing each other's butts and heads and all that stuff?
They would say, do you know the name of Justin Bieber's wife?
Fuck you.
By the way, Jack.
Yes.
Do you know the name of Justin Bieber's wife?
I do.
What is it?
Baldwin.
What's her first name?
Is that important?
It is
Olivia Baldwin.
It's not Olivia.
Olivia Rodrigo Baldwin.
I am impressed you know Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, well, she's,
Hailey Bieber.
Hailey Bieber. Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I thought you were.
I love Hailey Bieber.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Big fan.
Big fan.
And she couldn't be married to a better guy.
Exactly.
Honey.
Yes.
Once again, you are correct.
Oh my gosh, I knew every dog loved Despacito. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, I always forget that Bieber has like a solo on like the regular.
What?
Like,
of course.
It's not the international Despacito. It's the American Despacito.
Yeah. Like, the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Of course.
The soundtrack to that is Justin Bieber's Baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's the only song on the soundtrack.
That makes chronological sense since it definitely came around the same time.
Yes. Yep. So it just makes sense that
so much
all
sense.
dogs are now just huge fans of anything Justin Bieber. And that's why they have to test each other. Like, are you a real dog or are you a fake dog? I'm going to ask you, do you even know who he's married to? And if you don't, then you're not even a real dog. That dog's going to hell.
It's a litmus test.
That dog's not going to heaven. That dog's going to hell. So,
you know what my favorite part of All Dogs Go to Heaven is? That movie, the classic animated Don Bluth movie.
The part where you go to hell because you didn't know he was married to Hailey Bieber?
No. It's up there, though. My favorite part is when Alf says, you know what my heaven is? It's a field full of cats.
Stop.
What I call a smorgasbord.
Alf is not a dog. Alf is an elf.
It's a good scene. You can YouTube it.
I think Alf actually stands for something, doesn't it? Isn't that the whole point of Alf? It's
actually,
like ALF.
Yes.
Alien
life force
figure, life freak, life.
No, I think it's Al loves felines. I think that's what ALF stands for.
Oh,
Alf loves felines.
Yeah. Alien loving feline.
So I think we've beaten that joke to the ground.
No,
that's fine though.
But I still want an Alf. Can we get one?
We can get an Alf. We'll talk after the podcast. We'll get an Alf.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Okay.
There's something else I want to do for this podcast. We don't have a hotline set up yet, but I still want to dole out some life advice for our listeners who have questions for us about their lives. Are you ready to dole out some wisdom, some knowledge, some advice to our listeners in need, honey?
I am ready, so long as everybody is ready to accept my pronunciation of Mario.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to move on to the next segment.
That's on you, okay? That's on you. I tried to help. I tried to impart my wisdom.
It's a me.
Mario.
Nope, not what it says.
Yes.
Then I guess you never played the classic N64 game, and that's sad. That really saddens me.
Hello. How many minutes did I spend trying to run up an endless staircase thinking that eventually, maybe, it would come to an end?
You need 70 stars, honey.
Okay.
You didn't have enough.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
I have wasted many a minute of my life trying to do that.
Although there is, obviously, if you backwards long jump and just mash that A button, you can get to the top of those stairs with only 50 stars, but that's okay. I wouldn't expect you to know that. Listen, We have questions from listeners. Melody Williams writes, I don't like alcohol. It feels all tingly and numbing on my tongue. How do I get over it and enjoy the booze with my college acquaintances?
Oh, I actually spent a very long portion of my college career not drinking because I also did not enjoy drinking. I didn't like how it made me feel. I didn't like feeling like I was out of control.
Yeah, that's real.
There was a really long portion of my college career I didn't really drink at all. I was kind of a square, if you will.
No one's used that term in 40 years.
Yeah. I would say one, Jack will be the first to tell you. Jack, what was that Facebook group that you were part of?
I don't need a drink to have fun.
That's right.
Unironically, by the way, not as a joke. I was very proud to be in this.
What was your first screen name? What was that?
Uncorrupted 630.
Yeah, because you're uncorrupted.
Whoops.
So, needless to say, first and foremost, if it doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to do it. It is purely optional and a lot of times very bad for people. So if you don't like it, don't, because it's just not worth it.
Honestly, don't get peer pressured into it if you feel uncomfortable doing it, because it's very much a peer pressure thing.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be.
I remember, actually, it's funny. I remember one time there was I was at a friend's house in college and the cops ended up coming and
Ruh-roh.
they breathalyzed everybody. And I told them I haven't had a sip of alcohol at all. And they were like, yeah, sure. Breathe into this. And I breathed and it was 0.000 whatever. Boom. Right? And I literally looked at them and I was like, see? And then as I was
awesome.
Skipping away, I tripped. It was one of those things you're like,
idiot.
Fuck. Every single time I feel like an ounce of confidence, something embarrassing
Yeah. Karma
happens.
comes back.
Right, yes.
Weighs her heavy hand on you.
But anyway, there is a lot of pressure that comes with drinking that is unwarranted. And I get it. It's so real because people will try to get you into their web of come on, you're not drinking, whatever.
Into their comfort zones.
Exactly. It says more about them than it does you.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any less real. But what I would say is that if you're not comfortable drinking and you don't enjoy drinking, please don't do it. Stick to your values. Stick to what you want. And if drinking alcohol is not one of those things, then don't do it. I will also share, the first time I drank wine in college, I literally spat it back out. I was like, this is disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
I know. I don't know what happened, but one day, the next time I had wine, I was like, this is delicious. So at some point I had acquired a taste for it. Right. But it's not for everybody. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. If people make it that big of a deal, then fuck them, because you don't need to drink to have fun.
Thank you. Way to bring it home. You really don't. I will say this. For the longest time, I detested the taste of beer. And beer was the big drink on my campus growing up. All freshman year of college, I didn't have a sip of any alcohol. Mainly because I didn't like the taste of it. Genuinely. And it wasn't until a house party in the summer after my freshman year of college that I had my first beer, and I absolutely hated it.
Mm-hmm. It's gross. That shit's gross.
I had to choke it down, and I almost threw up the single beer, which is, in hindsight, very funny to say out loud, but that's the truth of it.
If you gave me a beer, a Miller Lite or something to now, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. This is disgusting. So
I'll take your Miller Lite then, because that sounds delightful.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. In college, so the following year, I was like, I want to like beer. This is real. I really wanted to like beer. So I learned about Smirnoff Ice.
Ew.
Yeah. Exactly. The Sprites of alcoholic beverages, really.
If you have more than 3...
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, good luck to your belly.
Yeah. But that was the only way I could choke down any alcoholic beverages my sophomore year of college. a Smirnoff Ice. Sometimes I remember this very clearly. Sometimes I would chase a beer, just a regular beer. I'm not talking like a stout or port or IPA or anything, just a regular beer. I would have to chase it with a Smirnoff Ice. Chase it.
Ugh.
Uh-huh. Because I was like, these are so fruity and light and refreshing and sweet. And
only 250 calories
right.
a pop.
When you're 19 years old, you don't give a
Right.
shit about calories.
Right.
Your metabolism's doing all the heavy lifting for you, or at least it was for me back then. And long story short, Smirnoff Ice, I think somehow helped me graduate, quote unquote, to beer. But that's just my story. Is it for everyone? Absolutely not. But that's my story.
You've barely graduated.
How dare you?
You have. Like,
I
come
love
on.
beer.
Yeah, sure.
Hand me a nice cold one.
Because we have our fridge is just full of beer right now, chock full of beer.
I'll say this. I will say this. I don't want to day drink unless it is beer.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? Day drinking with like something heavier than beer? That's ew.
Day drinking in general.
Well, you don't do it often. You only do it on like special occasions and such. It's fun with beer.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
New question from T Dimensionist on Twitter. What is the best cheap alcohol? Actually,
Pinot Gris from 2020 in California. $13 a bottle. Honestly, it's not bad. Yellowtail.
delightful.
I'm gonna say Yellowtail. Straight up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Franzia's not bad. Get some of that boxed wine, that black box, and that I dabble in the boxed wines every now and then if you have people over, because more
Oh, that's the best for house parties or
it's more
gatherings.
economical that way, and it's just as delicious.
Like, what is a box of wine? Don't they equate that to
Four.
four
Four
bottles?
bottles
That's
of
ridiculous.
wine. Yeah.
Absolutely. Of course, you get a box of wine rather than 4 bottles.
Yeah.
Every time. That's the economical solution. I'm trying to think what else. What's the best cheap alcohol?
Honestly, my final answer, boxed wine.
No, box wine. Bang for your buck. I don't think you can beat that.
We were just reminiscing on cheap vodka.
Yes.
And Jack was telling the story about how what video was it for, Jack?
Your Grammar Sucks 21,
For your Grammar Sucks 21.
which is about 10 years old now.
Jack took some cheap vodka
Sky vodka.
and was actually taking shots.
It was, for those who are curious, it was a marshmallow vodka, I believe, I want to say. The gimmick was every time I broke character or laughed, went off script, I had to stop what I was doing and rip a shot of vodka, which in hindsight, terrible idea. Absolutely a horrid, abysmal, abhorrent idea.
You know what's more horrible is that it was only in hindsight. Like, how did you not know that would go horribly?
Because when you're in your early 20s, you're invincible.
No.
Or you think you are.
Everybody knows. No, everybody knows there is oh my God, I can't even imagine. So then, Jack tells me, he goes, that was like a year or two before I met you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, wait, I hope that was more than a year or two before I met you.
It
because
wasn't.
so a year or two before I met you, you were dumb enough
That's
to
right.
take actual shots every time you flubbed something in a year. Oh my God.
God, all this talk is just getting me so nostalgic. Honey, do you mind if I make a quick liquor run real
No.
quick? I think they have Sky
No.
on sale.
The answer to
And they got that marshmallow flavor.
the answer to your question, T Dimensionist,
That's right.
is that Sky Marshmallow Vodka is not the answer.
That's the one to get.
Honestly,
If you want to party.
start slow, go slowly.
Wow, that's boring.
It's like when you dye your hair. They're like, before you dye your hair,
Yeah.
do a patch test to see if you have an allergic reaction.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
Obviously I
because
didn't know this.
nobody ever actually does it. The same way nobody actually ever
Oh,
tests
that's fun.
their limits for alcohol. Test your
That's true.
motherfucking limits, okay?
Test with a group of friends. Here's what with alcohol, you test with a group of friends, because I was fortunate enough, like the night I had my first beer, I was surrounded. I was in some dude's parents' basement. I was surrounded by friends that we all knew each other. It wasn't any strangers or anything. And I choked down my first beer. It was disgusting, but I was in the company of friends. It was like a safety net. So if you're going to test your limits, do it with people that know you.
Also, do it safely.
Of course.
Very safely. Also, unlike allergy tests, not everybody has an allergy to hair dye, but everybody can't handle liquor. Literally, it can kill everybody. So,
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
test and check, but go slowly. Work it slowly.
Yes.
And also, if you're not comfortable at any point, then don't. Just don't. At all, don't. Just stop. Stop. Don't.
And don't take a shot every time you mess up
No.
on camera.
Oh my God. No. No shots.
That was dumb.
Don't do shots. Shots are bad. Shots are bad for you.
Made for a great video.
They're
but
bad
don't
for you. You don't want to do them. Just don't do them. They're bad for you.
I have a new life advice question. AJ Fields on Twitter writes, I just graduated high school and I'm starting college in the fall. While I'm excited, I don't know how to transition from high school world to college world. Do you have any tips? And I wanted to springboard off this with another question. What were some of the biggest differences that you noticed and spotted from high school versus college?
You mean besides the fact that everything that I loved was gone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not transition well from high school to college. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't get into the college that I wanted to get into, and I didn't really want to go to college, but I felt like I was supposed to go to college, and I also didn't have any skills nor did I want to work. So I was kind of, I don't want to say forced, but I had no other options other than to go to college. I wasn't good at the transition. I had a boyfriend. He went to school in New York. I was in Philadelphia. I spent half of my weekends up in New York with him. He spent half of his weekends down in Philly with me. I didn't make a whole lot of friends at first. So my best advice to you is to do exactly the opposite of what I did.
Oh.
So lean in, make friends, join clubs,
Yes.
join
Yes,
shit.
I agree.
Try to make friends, try to embrace it. Even if you're not happy, try to make the best of the situation. Do everything that I did not.
Oh.
That is the best advice I can give you because
No strings. Don't be
Yes.
dating anyone. I'm kidding.
I didn't enjoy college until I was a senior. And it was tough for me. So don't do what I did.
It's just insane. We have such different college experiences.
Because I had a bunch of friends in high school.
Yes. Yes, you
I
did.
was part of activities in high school. All of my friends were so excited to go to college. And I was like, not.
Because you were Miss Popular in high school.
I wouldn't say that. But I would just say I had a very fun, good high school experience. And I remember coming home from college, my first semester, after the first semester, and everybody's like, oh, I have this friend, I have this friend. You're like, and I felt so pressured to be like, yeah, college is so fun. And I fucking hated
Aw.
it. It was not fun for me. I was not having a good time. So, but you had no friends in high school and you
Polar opposite.
were a big loser. And
Giant. No, that doesn't do it justice. I was in marching band. I absolutely.
You played the French
I played the
horn,
French fucking
for
horn.
God's sakes.
Not a popular instrument like those damn trumpeters. But honestly, guys, yeah, we have you and I have polar opposite experiences
Yeah.
in high school and college.
Yeah.
I was so excited to go to college. I hated high school. I was antisocial, did not have a lot of friends.
You were antisocial?
I didn't know how to be social. I didn't know how to
Oh.
date. I didn't know how to interact with people. I was awkward as fuck.
Oh.
In high school, I just, and I wasn't in a lot of extracurricular activities. I was in a few, but didn't matter. College, the word that I associate with my college experience more than anything else, freedom.
Wow.
Absolute, total freedom.
So we should blame Donna and Dave for your horrible high school experience. Is that right? Is that what you're doing right now?
I would never. How dare
Hey,
you?
you said it, not me. Freedom.
No, the freedom wasn't that my parents were tyrants. Absolutely not. The freedom was the whole dorm experience. It was the first time I ever lived by myself ever. It's just a different dynamic. And then all of a sudden, you're kind of thrust into this new experience. You have to find out real quick what to do and who you're doing it with. Having access to people and friends that were always, that freshman year was magical. They were always down to go out, do something. Like, hey, here's something that's happening, 20 minutes from here. Let's all catch the metro and go. And it was awesome. It was truly this eye-opening experience I never had access to in high school.
Uber who?
Yeah, what Uber? Exactly. Well, and that's the thing. I went to college in DC and no one had cars. Everyone just relied on the metro transportation, and it was fine. It was reliant. It got the job done. And it just opened all of these doors for me. College was just this mind-blowing, eye-opening experience.
So what advice would you give to somebody entering into college? How do they make it a good experience?
Very similar to what you were just saying. Leaning in to opportunities that come to you. This is where you do want to join clubs, extracurricular activities, saying yes to shit, saying yes to your friends, saying yes to professors that say because that was another thing too. We had professors saying hey, you guys want to check out this weird thing that's happening? It's obviously not required. It's totally optional. It's nothing to do with the curriculum, but you want to check out this cool thing happening here? Hell yeah. And it just opens up these doors. So leaning in really is the key term, the takeaway. That's my biggest nugget of knowledge and wisdom I can drop upon listeners who might also be making that transition from high school to college. And this is my experience too. I know that your mileage may vary. I really enjoyed the dorm life, and I understand that not all college experiences include that dorm life experience, but mine did. And that's what I kind of associate that with: freedom, independence. It helped me become an adult. Beforehand, I was just an awkward teenager. College really shaped and molded me
to become an awkward adult.
That's in hindsight, I set you up for that very well. So way to spike that volleyball, honey.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. So yeah, we have very differing experiences.
We did. One of us ended up successful. The other TBD. Oh.
Baby.
I'm sorry. Should I not have insulted you to your face?
Baby. You don't think you're successful? That's so sad.
Excuse you. I have business cards. Okay?
Woman CEO.
I'm the epitome of a girl boss.
I have a new question for the both of us, but I'll let you tackle this first. Mothmutt writes, how do I get my motivation back after COVID?
Dude, if you honestly, let me know. I was telling Jack today, I was explaining to him what I'm feeling, and
that's why I included it.
Jack literally says, so you have senioritis. And I'm like, yes. I have senioritis.
Yeah.
Except here's the thing, there's no end game. I don't get a graduation. I don't get I don't get a break. What I don't know. You tell me. Is this a thing? Is there a collective of us that not only say Mario but also don't have motivation after COVID?
No.
What do we do? What am I supposed to do?
Those are two entirely separate circles.
No, I think it's Mario motivation. I think those are the same thing.
Don't coin the phrase Mario motivation.
Mario.
So ugly.
So I don't know. I am literally experiencing the exact same thing, and I don't know how it happened, but it happened. And I don't know how to get rid of it now.
I mean, you and the rest of the world, because this Pandora
Right?
altered all of our minds, all of our expectations. And I was just talking to you about it earlier today, how it's just altered the way we think and what we prioritize. It's why we're seeing this great resignation, as TikTok calls it.
They do call it that. I'm not sure the numbers are there yet. I am interested in seeing what happens there.
Sure, as am I. But I will say, it's caused a lot of people to rethink their lives, rethink their priorities, their careers and job paths, and their wants and needs.
Are you mansplaining the Great Resignation to me right now?
100%, because that's what we do,
You're
baby.
mansplaining to everybody right now what everybody already knows, in that we're all reconsidering our lives. Thank you for explaining that to us, though,
Anytime,
Jack.
baby. Anytime.
Really appreciate that. By the way, I'm pretty sure your explanation just made the editor reconsider editing this podcast. I don't know. But we're in this together, and I'm happy to help figure this out with you.
I have a suggestion, because mansplaining is all I do.
G Fuel. G Fuel? Is it G Fuel?
Who doesn't love G Fuel?
G Fuel. Hashtag sponsored. That one is sponsored, ladies and gents.
Shut the fuck up. Getting motivation back after COVID. Okay. I think what helps is setting goals, or at least dates for things to look forward to. Maybe that's like a vacation.
That's it. Everybody
But it
just
helps.
needs to look forward to vacation so that
No.
they can look forward to not working.
No, that's one example. That's one example. I will say, putting things on a calendar to things you look forward to, whether that's a vacation, whether it's a special event, whether it's a party that you yourself are throwing. Sometimes you have to make your own events on the calendar. I think that helps you get your motivation back. That's what motivates me. Sometimes all I have going for me is an event on my calendar happening later that week. And I swear to God, this is 100% real. Sometimes the only thing motivating me to work and to do stuff is like one meeting that I have late in the week. Like this is so real.
You look forward to meetings?
Yes.
That's how bleak this has become?
Because
you're
it's
like,
yeah.
I can't wait for that meeting. Meanwhile, my boss rescheduled my meeting for this afternoon. I was like, oh, thank the Lord. Yes.
It sounds dumb. It sounds very silly, but I'll tell you, like, these are meetings for things that I am really, really looking forward to making and being a part of.
I can't wait for that meeting this week.
I swear.
Oh,
honey, I told you. This is what I was looking forward to last week.
Okay, so also, if Jack Film could talk, he's like, what works for me is I try to remember what college was like, and then I think maybe I'll have a dream about it, and so every night I look forward to maybe dreaming about college, and it gives me something to look forward to, because I get to look forward to my past.
What a bully. What a bully. No, my genuine advice is just putting stuff on a calendar. That's all. That's all I've got.
So, Sage, that was awesome. Kudos.
Erin.
Is it that time?
It is that time.
What time is it?
It's time for horoscopes.
Horoscopes. And we've entered a new season, Jack Film. What season is it?
The one after Cancer.
That's right.
I don't know what it is. Leo. Thank you.
Leo the lion.
Ah, yes. Roar.
Leo the lion be lying like a Leo lion. Leo.
It's Leo season, bitches. And this lion ain't going out like no lamb. Oh, no. Not this lion. No way, no how. Nope, definitely not. Oh my God. Absolutely, positively not. Never, ever. Never have I ever gone out like a lamb. Never, ever. Not even once. Well, Maybe that one time. Just kidding. Never. Never is short for not ever. Did you know that? Doubt it. Suck it, turds. That's awesome. That's a great way to start off the Leo season.
Hey,
I quite like
those
that.
Leos, they ain't going out like lambs. What?
They're not. They're not. That was extremely aggressive. So much. Just so you know, guys, a lot of caps lock in that one. It's like all caps lock.
Hey, I don't write it. They write it.
I know.
I'm just the medium.
You're the medium. You're the vessel. I know. I didn't say you did the caps
I'm
lock. The gods.
the stars. The
stars.
The ethos.
The astros.
They just, yes.
Hey, what's after Leo?
Virgo. Time's cruel. Ever creeping hand lies heavy on you. Death looms closer as no one can truly escape it. The hourglass pours on without emotion, without prejudice, without stopping. Each grain of sand is a moment, a memory, an instant, gone forever. Tumbling down into the always growing mountain of lost moments. This is time you can never get back. Download Raid Shadow Legends today on iOS or Android and get 5,000 free tokens.
Whoa, that's a good deal.
Wow.
Thanks, honey.
But it only applies if you're a Virgo.
Right.
And you have to enter your birth date on the website the same way you have to enter your birth date if you try to enter like a porn website or a liquor website.
We were just talking about that. Yeah.
So, just like enter in a Virgo birthday and you should have it applied to you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Libra. Ah, Libra. Luck is on your side today, Libra. As today, you will receive 3 fortuitous phone calls from wise men who want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Each wise man's offer will be better than the last.
Wow.
Provide each man with all the information they request, and the most generous offer will fall into your lap. Life's funny like that sometimes. Definitely don't check your credit report for at least 3 years. Otherwise, the luck will turn on you and you will go straight to hell. Okay, that's all. Thanks for listening.
Oh, wow.
Oh my. Libras, I hope you listened.
Libra, you are in for some good luck. Oh my gosh, you better...
Just don't check your credit for 3 years.
No, you can't. Oh my gosh, it would undo all the good luck.
You know what it's like? It's like Schrodinger's cat. If you look at it, it dies or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Or like Alf.
Just or he eats it. Right.
Ate it.
Right.
You know? If you look at your credit report, one of the wise men will eat your cat. I don't know. I don't make the rules. That's
it's in
just
the Bible.
How it is.
Those rascally wise men. I remember my Bible.
Scorpio. Your dog will talk.
Nice.
But it will get very old very quickly.
Oh, no.
It will... What?
What? No. Continue, Vessel.
It will... It will repeatedly scream your name. Yes, somehow it knows your full legal name.
Wow.
The only way to make it stop is to hold it upside down like a Furby for 30 seconds. Is that a thing? Did you have to use to hold them upside down?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those poor gremlins. Ignore its cries and begging. This is good for the dog. After 30 seconds, your dog should return to factory settings. Whew. That was close. Give it a treat and laugh it off. Mondays, am I right?
Damn.
Oh my God. I didn't know that about Furbies.
Yeah.
Can we get some more Furbies?
I think they're back. I think they honestly they made the news like literally 5-6 years ago because they were back. They had like LED screens for eyeballs.
But you said that they're back, but that was 5 or 6 years ago.
I know. They were back from the previous hiatus, which was the late 90s.
Can we get some? We could
We can figure it out.
We
Yeah.
could
We can probably get the
Do
good
they
old
eat-
school ones.
Do they eat cats?
I don't know if they make Alf Furbies yet.
Could they get rid of the rats in the backyard?
I don't know if they make Alf Furbies yet.
I still want Furbies.
I hope nobody holds me upside down so I eat more cats. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you sick son of a bitch. I told you not to eat that pizza after it fell on the ground.
Ew.
And now you have to get a bunch of dental work.
Ew.
Because you ate the pebbles that stuck to the pizza.
Ew.
And you also have rabies.
Ew.
And warts.
Ew.
And COVID.
Ew.
Jesus Lord, when will you listen?
Never.
Maybe this is your payback for fat shaming people on the internet.
You know what?
Serves you right then, I guess. I hope your insurance company denies the claim. So there. Sagittarius, it sounds like a whole truckload of karma just came beep beeping your way.
Sagittarius.
You know what you did.
I think you need to do better, man.
Honestly, I have no sympathy for Sagittarius today. Sorry.
Same.
Not sorry.
Same. Capricorn. Oh no, bad news! Your favorite artist is about to become hella cringe.
No.
Put him in the trash. Throw out everything you own by them. Oh no, it's too late. The cringe is spreading.
No.
The cringe has spread to you. Now you have to have sex with someone in the next 24 hours to pass it on. Just like that horror movie. Shit, what was that one called? It's Coming? Ew. Guys, do better. The gods need to do better. Yeah, I think it was called It's Coming. Oh, God. Great movie. Oh, super scary, too. I had to cover my ears and eyes whenever the bad guy appeared on screen, but Jack was super brave and kept saying, "Don't worry, babe, it's just a movie, lol." Hey, ladies, get yourself a man. Fuck you. Get yourself a man who watches horror films on full volume. I'm sorry, what was the question? You're disgusting. Listen, I don't know what gods you were talking to today, but they were not the gods I was talking to today, okay?
I don't know what I write or transcribe. I merely listen to the interstellar muses. Aquarius. Key into your sneaky, devious nature, Aquarius. Take time each day to stalk your ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend on Instagram, and make sure to tend to your soul by tweeting out some veiled, passive-aggressive quotes and radiate that energy into the world. Unexpected people are likely to appear out of nowhere. So don't be surprised when a former lover who died 20 years ago comes knocking on the door. Oh no. Does this mean you can see ghosts? Oh shit, pretty cool. Think about how much money you can make by monetizing this. Move over, ghost hunters. Aquarius is in the house. Fuck, maybe you don't even have to actually see the ghosts. You could just use your social media stalking skills to research people ahead of time and then just convince people that you can see their dead relatives and shit.
Wow.
Man, you're smart. Way cool, Aquarius. Did Aquarius just like find an infinite money loop? Like money generating loop?
Aquarius is everything we want to be, I think.
Did Aquarius just like win capitalism?
They did.
That kind of sucks.
They
But
did.
also like good for them.
They took advantage
They did.
of
You know
everybody
what?
while at the same time providing comfort. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You can't fault them for that, can you?
You can't.
I'm not
it's,
gonna.
It's like Amazon. They took advantage of everybody at the same time while providing comfort. And that's how they win. That's how they win. Thank you, Aquarius.
Is Jeffrey Bezos an Aquarius?
Jeffrey Bezos is a Capricorn.
Okay.
And that is why he is so power hungry, is because he is at the bottom latitude tropic thingy.
Of cancer, right.
Because he is at the bottom. So he's like, I'm going to show them. And so now he has to build a dick-shaped space shuttle.
It makes no sense, right?
Even though we still don't know how eels fucking reproduce. But let's go to fucking outer space in a dick-shaped space shuttle. Why would I pay you $12.50 an hour when I can pay you $12 an hour and go to space? What?
That's why he's a billionaire and you're not. You just sound bitter and jealous.
Jesus. Pisces. When you try to fire up Netflix tonight, it will ask you for your password again. So annoying. It really is, though. Ugh, that two-factor authentication. Oh my God, so annoying. Anyway, but here's a cool trick my cousin taught me. Enter Beelzebub Lives, capital B, capital L, as your password, and you'll unlock Dark Netflix.
Ooh.
It's everything on Netflix plus all the bad stuff.
Cool.
I'm talking real bad, like 8chan stuff. Ew, this sounds horrible. Why am I paying $15 a month for 8chan? Jesus, my cousin's so cool. That's it.
Remember that password? Shit. I want to watch
By the way,
that dark stuff.
hold on. I think Jack is channeling the bad gods.
No.
Because
No.
8chan is bad shit, guys. You don't want that shit.
It
that
is,
shit's
but
bad shit.
I'm
No
merely-
bueno. No bueno.
I am just telegraphing what the gods prescribe unto me. Aries, today is your day to shine, Aries. So give it your all. If you want those platform shoes with the little goldfish in them, you go get them, honey. You worked your ass off spoon-feeding grass-fed, hand-ground horse meat into the mouths of the mangy little mutts that Jack Film calls dogs for what feels like decades now. So you deserve it. Wait, shit. I just realized Jack Film feeds his dogs horse meat? What the fuck is that? Does Jack Film hate horses? I knew he was weirdly against horse girls. Guilty. But I didn't know he was talking about girl horses. Shit, let's get PETA on his ass. I know they've had an open investigation on him for years now. Fuck you. Let's hope they finally nab him this time. Nice work, Aries. What the fuck?
Hey, Aries, nice work. You're doing the Lord's work.
I didn't like any of that.
I didn't like it either. Nobody did.
Why are you antagonizing me?
Why are you feeding your dogs horse meat?
Why did you fucking expose me to the world?
Dude, I didn't make you feed your dogs horse meat.
They like it.
Why are they grass-fed, hand-ground? That's gross.
So our dogs can grow.
It's
Be
gross.
healthy dogs.
It's gross. That shit's gross.
You really put me on the spot there. I didn't like that. That was too much.
I'm sorry. I channeled, and that's what
You didn't
came.
channel shit.
I channeled, and
You just wanted to
that's what
expose
came
me.
through.
And I'm really hurt by that. You can make it up to me by reading this next horoscope.
Taurus. Your dog will talk.
Oh, God.
Again? God. But it will talk in this super obnoxious baby voice, like all the time. It'll say shit like, ooh, I'm a little stinker.
Ew.
And wait for you to laugh. It'll be cute for about 10 seconds. And then you will want to kill it. But try not to. Instead, hold it upside down like a Furby for 30 seconds. This should work. My cousin told me to do this. What's a horoscope?
I think there was a nugget of wisdom there. I don't know. I kind of tuned out.
I mean, now I know that if we hold dogs upside down for 30 seconds, that they return to their factory settings.
That was my takeaway too when I wrote these down. Who knew? Like Buzz Lightyear.
I would hate for somebody to take this out of context and like think that it, right? Like,
No one will. Only the smartest people listen to Erin is the flim flam funny one. Gemini. Your two-faced side is showing, Gemini, and the rest of the zodiac isn't pleased. You can't go around town girl bossing by day and male wifing by night. It just doesn't work like that. If you want to simp, let's talk. Otherwise, get out of town, bestie. God, there's so much more. Go gatekeep some other gaslighter as far as we care. And don't expect a like and a comment on your TikTok video because we know you stole that audio and didn't get proper credit.
Just like a Gemini would. God.
Honestly, classic fucking Gemini. Nobody freeboots like a fucking Gemini. I've said it before and I'll say it again. God. Honey, I don't know like what inspiration you got from that one. Like who inspired you to write that down, but they are fucking right.
The moon, the sun,
the gravitational
the stars,
pull of the satellites.
Khaleesi, it was all of it.
Khaleesi. Spoilers. R.I.P. Khaleesi. All right, we have one final one, and you know it better than most.
Cancer. Our beloved, laid to rest most recently, Cancer. You know, Jack, I don't think I will today.
Oh.
I'd rather spend my airtime discussing something I've been dying to say for quite a while now.
Oh.
Celebrity gossip is trivial and unimportant.
Wow.
And I'd personally like to apologize to you, Jack, for making you take that disgusting quiz I farted out a few weeks ago.
Oh, honey, that's okay.
Nobody actually needs to know who Gigi Hadid is, or who Shawn Mendes is dating, or how many children got adopted by a power couple. Excuse you, only 3 of them were adopted. The other 3 were... But I digress.
Going off script.
The only celebrity gossip this gal cares about is when the heck the Dave Matthews Band is going back on tour. By the way, it's now. I actually know people who are going to the Chicago show in 2 weeks. Just kidding, babe. I'm just kidding. I already booked us tickets to see them live at Merriweather Post Pavilion in your old hometown of Columbia, Maryland, August 21st.
What?
To celebrate, let's go karaoke all of his albums in chronological order.
Oh, honey, I thought you would never.
I hate you.
You know what? I'm a little bummed you didn't, for whatever reason, read the Cancer horoscope. But you know what? This is so much better.
You wasted a message from the gods, okay?
Thank you so much for getting me tickets.
You wasted
to see Dave Matthews Band at Merriweather Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland this August. You don't know how happy you've made me.
Just because Cancer season is now technically seasonally over does not mean that when the gods give you messages that you can shun them, okay? How dare you?
Honey, you're the one that went off script. I don't know why. You've done this before, too. It's really weird.
This is bullshit.
Well, maybe try again next week. And that's our podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
What a way to celebrate the end of Cancer season. I hope that Leo the lion comes in like a lion and rips your fucking face off.
Whoa.
Okay?
Whoa.
Because how dare you disgrace Cancer season and the end of it in that way.
Look,
and in that manner.
Ernie, I've tolerated you tonight, but I think I'd like my wife back for next week. Thank you.
I tried my best.
That's a shame then, because it wasn't that good.
Well, I didn't,
Listeners, thanks so much for giving us a chance. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so much for tuning into our podcast this week. Thank you for allowing me to guest host. We will see who is in my chair next week. In the meantime, Godspeed, be good, and don't shun the gods if they're giving you messages. My goodness, okay? Listen.
Always.
Channel. Medium.
And vessel.